Want to learn about building codes for handrail projections? Well, here are some clips from my on-demand course, IRC Chapter 3, Means of Egress, available only at buildingcodecollege.com. Part of not having to let go of a handrail is having enough room to actually get your fingers around it in the first place. So, though this handrail looks continuous, it's not. You have to let go right here where the cap piece projects from the wall. See, if I zoom in closer to this, you see that I don't have the minimum required 1.5 inch clearance on the back side of this handrail. This was another example. It was a time I was coming up from a basement on an inspection, and as I was sliding my hand up the handrail, my fingers got pinched from a lack of clearance. And it's ironic now and a good learning tool, but at the moment, this actually shaved my flesh a little bit and wasn't quite so fun. All of these handrail provisions, they also apply to ramps. So we've got a bit of a clearance problem here too. All right, now that we've established the clearance necessary on the back side, we can discuss the overall projection of the handrail into the stairway. We discussed this in the previous session about stair width, but it does come up again in this section. The handrail can't project more than 4.5 inches into the minimum stairway width. If you have two handrails by choice, well, you can now be as narrow as 27 inches in between. And there's one exception to this section on projection that allows up to a 6.5 inch projection, but it's pretty specific to conditions such as switchback stairs and one similar to the example I experienced. I'll use the graphic on the right of the photo to help me sort of explain this story. So here's a trim piece that's on the floor terminating the guards above, and that's the piece you see right here in my graphic. The handrail is projected 4.5 inches from the wall below with typical hardware, and that's this wall you see here in the graphic. Now the photo is looking down at this point, and you can see how that reduces that handrail clearance, and this is exactly what pinched my fingers. So now the exception allows for that projection to be up to 6.5 inches. My fingers would be able to pass by. However, the minimum stairway width can't be reduced because of that projection. Well, I hope those clips were helpful to you. For the full on-demand course, go to buildingcodecollege.com and click the link to the course catalog. Scroll down the list of courses until you find IRC Chapter 3, Means of Egress. You can watch the first course video by simply clicking the thumbnail image. But for 4 months of 24/7 access to the full 3-hour ICC-approved course, it's only $45 and a few clicks away. But you can get 10% off any enrollment at buildingcodecollege.com using the coupon code YouTube.